Yes, now we are going to discuss about the laboratory method. Laboratory method generally we use widely in science subject, but sometimes we use the laboratory method also in mathematics learning also. So generally, mathematics method we give less importance to laboratory method to give the practical knowledge to the students in the high schools, but it is a concrete method and which gives the concepts from which converts the concepts from abstract to concrete. So this we can define the laboratory method as like this. So laboratory method is a method in which the teacher tries or makes or enables the learners to learn the things uh, by doing the experiments or by demonstrations of the concepts explanation in the laboratory work or the mathematical room or mathematical lab. So generally we use this laboratory method to explain the mathematical concepts like geometry, especially mensuration and algebra, and in applied mathematics. So the mathematical methods are having good importance in teaching mathematics. Even this synthesis method, analytic method, inductive method, and deductive method. Using all these things, we can teach all the topics, especially this mensuration and geometry. We can use this method and it suits maximum to teach this mensuration and geometrical concepts effectively to make the learners to understand in an effective way. So this what is the procedure or what are the principles of laboratory method we will discuss. The main principles of laboratory method, this method is based on the two principles. One is learning by doing. It gives more importance to the learning principles. The first one is learning by doing and the second one is learning by observation. So this laboratory method is based on the two learning principles. The one is learning by doing and the second one is learning by observation. So it gives more importance to the practical work or practical experimentation only. So it focuses on the practical work only. So the students in this method learns the knowledge of mathematics by doing and by observation only. So we can say we use this method to test the formulas, principles of mathematical concepts. So we can say this is the this method provides practical base to inductive reasoning. So this by using this laboratory method, the students learns theory and theory with the practical knowledge. So we can say the practical knowledge, and it is a method to provide the practical knowledge using the theory also we can say. So this is a practical way of inductive method and it is highly effective to learn the things from abstract to concrete. So it depends upon, it emphasizes on the three things. One is it proceeds from abstract to concrete, non-concrete to abstract, next known to unknown, and simple to complex. So this is about the principle. What are the principles we use? The first one is learning by doing and learning by observation. So if you want to take some examples of in which areas we use this laboratory method. Generally, for to use this laboratory method, generally most of the schools are not having the laboratory. So generally, all the students do not show interest to learn the things in the laboratory method, and the laboratory methods are not available. Laboratories are not available. So most of the teachers also not using and not aware of this laboratory method, even though they don't have the awareness of laboratory method. Even though they are aware of this laboratory method, they are not able to use this laboratory method in the classrooms or in the high schools because of the non-availability of the labs. It is proceed, already what are the general topics we have discussed. Generally we can teach mensurations, especially the area of the 2D figures and 3D figures, like area of the parallelogram, area of circle, area of triangle, area of rhombus. All these things we can learn using. You can measure using this practical method. We can teach effectively using this laboratory method to the students in an effective manner, and it goes one by one. And we can use some other concepts like a plus b whole square is equal to, we can prove the formulas, we can give the demonstration to prove the formulas. A plus b is equal to whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Like this we can use so many problems, so many we can teach so many concepts or topics using this laboratory method. But due to the lack of laboratories in the schools, we are neglecting this laboratory method. But it gives practical knowledge. It focuses on the more on the practical knowledge and more exercise to the learners. So it is most useful teaching method in mathematics to make the children to learn mathematics in a concrete mode.